Hello beautiful human beings on the internet, I'm Lauren Elizabeth, and what a better way to ring in the new year than to look like this. You're welcome. Yes, I look awful right now, and I feel like I have to disclaim that because it's just that bad. I wanted to make a really honest and sincere video, and I figured what better way to do that than being completely honest with my appearance and saying, hey, this is me with no makeup and I just woke up and my hair looks awful. I also didn't want to get ready to film this video because I just want to genuinely just like talk to you guys, and it's like I can't even like breathe. Like we just need to chat. So apologies for my appearance, but today I wanted to make a new video to start off the new year on an honest, positive, and just happy note, and just go into the new year feeling refreshed and feeling like I have everything off my chest and can like start making the content that I really want to make, which I have been doing, but I feel like part of me also wants to be doing more. I feel like starting with an honest, kind of like down-to-earth, regular Lauren Elizabeth video from the get-go. Lauren Elizabeth from the ghetto. So let's start at 2015. 2015 was an amazing year for me. I don't think I've ever accomplished so much in a year than I did this year. I filmed a movie with my best friend. I hit 1 million subscribers. I filmed a web series with one of my other best friends, Arden, So Rad, on Awesomeness TV. I filmed tons of scripted sketches. I started filming the show Betch, shoot a show with one of my other best friends, Hunter, called Third Wheel on Go 90. What else did I do? I was like in magazines, I was in the newspaper, I did like a lot of stuff. I can't even like sometimes keep track. I met so many of you guys at like different events, and VidCon was the coolest thing in the world, even though I kind of died at VidCon because I was so sick. I just did so many freaking things in 2015 that were like unreal, and it scares me that I have to do better than that in 2016. And I want to, and I'm someone who's very ambitious and I'm very goal oriented, and it's just scary that I need to keep going. So 2015, like I said, was an amazing year, all thanks to you guys and thanks to my amazing team and my friends and my family and everyone who just supports me. But I feel like what everyone didn't know what was happening in 2015 is it was also one of probably the harder years in LA. I've been in LA for like 3 years now. I feel like this year was, I don't know why, I don't know if it's because I was so busy, and it was just really the biggest year of my career was this past year, but it was also, I was working so hard and doing so much, and I just wasn't taking care of myself. I was going through a lot in my relationship, and I was very focused on fixing that and making that better. That was like such a main priority for me, but then working is always a main priority for me. I didn't see my family for like 6 months. I completely like pushed every single person besides probably like Jen out of my life because I just didn't have time for a social life, and it was just a really hard year that I didn't know was so hard until I got better. I feel like I always talk about like mental illness and stuff on my channel, and it's something that I realized like some people like really don't understand. For a while I was like, yes, I'm good, this is where I'm at, everything's amazing, dreams come true. And like you just have to remember that like life's a roller coaster, and like there's gonna be ups and downs. I would have never made a video like this a few months ago because I would be like, I don't want to talk about my life, I don't want people to know anything about me. And I just realized that I was living in a place of fear for like majority of 2015. I got to this place where I was afraid of everything. I was afraid of losing people. I was afraid of losing myself. I was afraid of change. I was afraid of what if? From every little thing to every big thing. If I don't do this, this is gonna happen. I would close my eyes and like black out and just like get in this like state of anxiety. There's a solid chunk of 2015 that like I don't remember because I feel like I wasn't myself. I obviously got help. I started going back to therapy for the first time in like 5 years. I realized that I had horrible anxiety. For me, it was always like depression or ADHD or stuff like that where you're just hopeless. And it started off just this anxiety, and it just started getting worse and worse and worse to the point where so much of the stuff you guys see on camera, behind the camera, was like panic attacks and crying. It went from anxiety that was so bad and it controlled my life and it ruined my life to the point where I was depressed for the first time in so long. And like you guys know, because I literally tell you guys everything, you can probably go back on my YouTube channel and figure out when the last time I felt depressed was, because that's how open and honest I am, which leads me to the point of I've been so anxious and been dealing with such bad anxiety, and I'm someone who's so honest and true to myself that when I put myself out there on the internet and think I'm doing good and think that this is an awesome video, and then I get hundreds of comments that are telling me that I'm fake and that all I do is sponsor videos, my channel sucks, like that makes me not want to upload YouTube videos, and that makes me afraid of YouTube. And so it was like this long list of fears in 2015. It was like I was afraid of everything. I was afraid of losing my boyfriend. I was afraid of not being successful. I was afraid of putting up YouTube videos. I was afraid of the camera. Those weeks in 2015 that I didn't put up videos, it's because I either couldn't get myself out of bed, I had nothing to say to the camera, I was too scared to say anything, to open my mouth. And that's not saying that everything I've done in 2015 is not truthful, because it's not like I've been posting this like facade on the internet that I'm really happy when in reality I'm like really depressed. That's not it. It's like no matter what, I'm always gonna be struggling with something in my life. It's not like I'm ever pretending that I'm perfect. But at the end of the day, like obviously I'm not gonna sit here every single week and be like, oh guys, this is what I was anxious about this week. That's not helpful to me or helpful to you guys. Yes, obviously I'm being more open and honest in this video, and I think it's because I wanted to just like get it off my chest and just be like, hey, I'm not perfect. Please don't think that you need to be like me. You can be like you and just be happy, and I'm working on myself, you can work on myself, and we can all just come to this channel and be happy for those like 2 to 10 minutes together and laugh and not take anything too seriously. My resolution for 2016, I decided, is to live without fear, to be fearless. A few years ago, one of my friends was like, I've always wanted to get the tattoo fearless written on me. And I was like, oh, like, yeah, like that's a cool word, whatever. And like now I really realize, like, I don't think I ever lived in such fear until this past year. And it was like, I've just been living in this anxiety-ridden world that has legitimately taken over my life. Like to the point where I went into like the darkest place ever and like have been on medication, doing consistent things to make sure like I'm okay and that like I can like live in Los Angeles and be successful and do this stuff because it's what I want to do, and I'm not going to let an illness that I haven't chosen and that I don't want to stop me from living my dreams and to achieving my goals and to being with the people that I want to be. Like I'm not gonna let anxiety take over my life, and I feel like it did for a major part of 2015. And although I did so many cool things and I could easily do this like cool video talking about all the awesome things I did in 2015, like that, I don't want to do that because you guys know all the cool things because you've been a part of them and you've made them possible. And now I want to be like, hey, just so you know, if you didn't have the best year ever, it is okay. It is a new year, and yeah, it might sound cheesy to be like, let's make resolutions, let's drink more water, let's work out, let's light more candles, take a bath, download an app that helps you meditate. Like those are legitimately things I want to do. It's not in a cheesy way. It's like in a legitimate, this is a chance to start fresh. It is a new year, and we are all capable of doing it, even if we've had a hard year. And I just feel like I'm so honest with you guys. I've been so afraid to be honest with you guys that if my New Year's resolution is to be fearless and to not live in fear anymore, I wanted to make an honest video for you guys. I'm going to keep uploading the videos that I want to upload. I'm going to keep uploading the same stuff and hopefully even better stuff, because there are things that I'm working on in 2016 already that even though I've been going through all this stuff, I never stop working and I never stop caring about you guys. You guys are on my mind 24/7. As bad as it sounds, like that's an anxiety that I have all the time, is like, oh my god, I'm not doing enough, I'm not doing enough. I don't think people understand how much thought and effort I do put into my channel. I don't know what your mind, how your mind works, but this is how my mind works. I only do things that I want to do. I only work with people that I want to work with. I only hang out with people that I want to hang out with. I only do things that I'm passionate about. I only talk about things that are from my heart and that are from my mind organically, and I unconditionally love this channel and love you guys. And there's been so many times where I've been so frustrated, and I think for the first time in so long, I actually cried over comments a couple weeks ago because I was just so frustrated. I was like, this is ridiculous. I need to stop living in fear and being afraid, and I just need to keep doing me and being myself and achieve my goals, and I'm not gonna let something that's happened to me just be a life sentence. Yes, it sucks. Like, I don't want to be the kind of person that has to wake up every morning and take a little pill to not have anxiety. Like, that is not a goal of mine. Mine is to live a happy and healthy life organically and positively and get through these times. But like, sometimes you get to places where like you can't control, and their mental illness is a real thing, and it is a chemical imbalance in your brain. There are doctors and there are people there to help you. If you are going through a hard time, or if you have had a hard year, like, you do not need to suffer through it alone, and get help. And this is not a life sentence. Like, you can change. And people always say like, oh, it's easier said than done, but like, if you don't try, you never know. It can only get better, even if it's this much, or even if it's this much or this much. Like, I feel like I've really learned that over the past couple months, and going into 2016, I want to show you guys that it is okay to, you know, have ups and downs, and it is okay to be honest, and it is okay to talk about these things and to ask for help and to have resolutions and not be cheesy about it, and like actually do these things and consistently live through them the whole year. I have felt so much better. I still have obviously so much to work on. Your 20s are really hard and life is hard, but like I don't want to focus on the bad stuff. I want to focus on the future and making things better. And you have to know that even when you set goals, and even if something goes wrong or you fail or you have an anxiety attack or you have a bad day, like it's okay, that's gonna happen. Deciding that you want to get better doesn't mean you're deciding that you need to be perfect every single day, day in and day out. It just decides that you're gonna roll with the punches, you're gonna make the best of every situation, and you're gonna try and do little things to change your life for the better. I feel like I wasn't really myself until the past probably 3 months, since February maybe, and that's like really sad to think about. So I don't want to live my life like that in the new year. I want to keep being the funny, outgoing girl that I am, that's silly. Yes, it's okay to be a perfectionist when it comes to cleaning my room, but like I don't need to be a perfectionist when it comes to life all the time. And my goal for 2016 is to just live without fear and to just let go and to have fun and to work hard, but take care of myself while doing it. I really do want to thank you guys for all of your support and everything. Like, going on Twitter and talking to you guys is like one of the things that makes me feel so good, and it's something that I know I can always turn to. Even if the comments on YouTube are bad, I know I can always like go on Twitter and stuff and talk to those of you who like sincerely support me, and it means so much to me. And every single event that I've gone to this year has been unreal. It's like every year it gets bigger and better and better, and like this year was just so special to me. And especially going to VidCon after we released the movie and announcing the movie at Playlist, like you guys were a part of so much stuff this year, not only on the internet but in real life, and that's pretty freaking incredible. And I remember all of you and think about you guys all the time, and like you guys are real people to me, and we're like a family, and I appreciate your support so much. I hope you know that when I work with brands or when I promote projects that I do, that it's because I want you to know about them, and it's because I work really hard on these things, and I work with people and brands and companies and production companies that I love and trust. And like I'm someone who, when I'm on set, like I'm friends with the entire crew. Like when I work with a brand, like I talk to everyone that works there and have this like passion of wanting to like do things, and it's just, everything I do is like from genuinely my heart, sincerely, and it's for you guys and it's for me, and it's to make me happy and to share that with you, and hopefully it enriches your happiness and your life. I feel like there's been so much going on my YouTube channel, and it's like I try so hard and then I feel like I just get knocked down, and I've been consistently knocking myself down in real life for the past year, and I don't want to do that anymore. Oh, okay, I need to stop talking. Here's to 2016, here's to you, here's to us. I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything. Thank you for always sticking around with me and supporting me. This is only the beginning. I promise you guys. I swear to you guys, this is only the beginning. I can get through 2015. If I can get through all those other years, it's okay. Everything's gonna be more than okay. I love you all very much, and Happy New Year. Bye, I need to go.